Alright YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we have finally made a Galaxy Eyes playable in Diamond. Now the reason for this being is because I tested the deck out and it was very frustrating with this type of build. Going first, going second, doesn't really matter. The deck is still really crappy. But if you like the kind of archetype, the anime deck or whatsoever, you can go for this. Really fun. OTK is very viable every turn. Yeah. If you have access to most of the cards here, that would be really good. You can go for the deck. Going first was really kind of a hassle, like settling on a copy of Hope Harbinger or a copy of number 90 on the field with a copy of Soulflare Dragon. It's not really the best of like end board. Nevertheless, I'll show you some replays where it just took one card just to end my entire board. Problem with the deck as well, extra deck is mostly URs. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Main deck wise, I think the best solution or way to gain more consistency with the deck on winning is having a ton of hand traps, and that basically means staple cards. Ash Blossom, Maxi, Call by the Grave, Cross Designator, and Imperms. Those are the necessary cards that you can actually win with the deck. And by far, after adding those cards into the Galaxy Eyes, consistency with winning more games was viable with this type of deck. But nevertheless, yeah, we'll go 3 of each. I max out a copy of Call by the Grave and Cross of Designator. For your Photon or Galaxy cards, you have 3 Wizards, 2 copies of Vanisher. Previous build, we had 3. 2 was just good with the deck as well, so just go with the 2 copies. 2 copies of Jumper as well, really good. The Orbital and the Galaxy Soldier, you need to max this one to 3 copies. Also, a copy of Galaxy Wizard. Max that one out to 3 copies because these are your only surges into 1 Galaxy card from your deck. The Orbital will allow you to get a hold of 1 Photon or Galaxy Monster, and the Galaxy Soldier will get a hold of 1 Galaxy Monster from your deck to your hand. So, a lot of good plays that you can do with this, or those monsters. 1 copy of the Galaxy Summoner. This is a really good card in the field. You can target 1 level 4 or level 8 in your graveyard and then spell summon it to the field. Reviving back a copy of Afterglow after it was detached. Or a level 4, you can go for your Galaxy Photon Dragon or your Star Leech monsters. That would be another choice. 2 Jumpers. Previous build we were running 3 copies, but Jumper on 2 still plays the same way. You can dump this card, or there are a ton of cards that can dump Jumper to the graveyard. One was Galaxy Photon Dragon and 1 was Foolish Burial. Also, a copy of Hundreds can dump a copy of Jumper as well, so really good. Photon Emperor can also be dumped to the graveyard, but its effects on special summoning needs to meet the criteria of 1 Photon or Galaxy Monster in the field during its sent to the graveyard. So another secondary or good effect for the Emperor is if this card is face up on the field, you can do another or an extra normal summon. 3 copies of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, one of your core cards that you'll need to go into C62. And that way, your monster will be unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. If ever, you'll have the Photon Dragon attached to it. Basically, your combo here is summon the C62 here, with materials having a copy of Photon Dragon and a copy of Afterglow in it. During the battle phase, detach the Afterglow, and then spell summon a copy of Photon Dragon in the field. And with the secondary effect of Afterglow, will double the attack of the C62. Spell and traps, 1 Harpies, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 copy of Expedition, 2 copy of Trance. Really good card, that's why we're making this into 2 copies. 3 copies of Hundreds, 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Crossout, and 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Extra deck wise, your starter Galaxian. Special summons 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your deck if you detach 2. 1 copy of Star Leech Photon Blast Dragon, 1 Photon Dragon. 107, 62, your full armor so that you can go into your Cyper Blade. 138, 1 Cyper Dragon, you can go into your Cyper X. 1 Galaxy Ice Photon Lord, which is a monster negate, and your boss monster and your only OTK card if ever you summon this to the field. Cyper Blade Dragon, Cyper X, 1 Zeus of course because this is a XZ deck. And your 2 copies of Soulflare Dragon. We just need 2 copies of this for the build. Some people are running 3. I think that's too much or too expensive for me. Just having 2 is still the same. So that's basically it. Yeah, let's go towards the replays and I'll showcase you guys how fun this deck is with just this build. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the outro. See ya. Alright guys, so here we are with the game replay. So to start it off, we got 1 Wizard, 2 Orbital, 1 Jumper, and 1 Expedition. We're going up against Cyber Dragons here. For some reason, he bricked on the first turn. So he's just going to pass it down to us. We'll take the free win here. So on our draw, we got a copy of Hundreds. So might as well going to check for Ash Blossom. I know Hundreds is not the best way, but we need a normal summon. So Wizard in the field. Use the effect of Wizard to get a copy of Chance. Now the reason why Emperor did not spell summon the field is because there were no Photon or Galaxy monsters on the field beforehand. So at this point on, we're gonna go for Chance, spell summon the Emperor, and then a copy of Afterglow. So at this point we can go for an OTK, but might as well gonna go with in a flashy way. So summon a ton of monsters and then check our opponent's deck. That way we knew that he was using Cyber Dragons. So just remove 1 monster and go for an OTK. Go for number 62. And then rank up into number C62. Now the reason why I did not use the Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon is because I forgot. But nevertheless, we still won. So detach the Afterglow, use the effect of Afterglow, special summon the Galaxy Eyes, and then we have 8,000. And that's it. Quick OTK with the deck. Alright guys, second game, and we're going up against Purely here. We got 1 Maxi, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Expedition, 100, and 1 Cold-Blooded Grave. So, really good we have Maxi during that turn. So, he'll use the effect of Sleepy Memory here. We'll chain with the effect of Maxi, so he doesn't have any Ash Blossom or Cold-Blooded Grave. I think usually they don't have a Cold-Blooded Grave, so might as well. Special summon Purely to the field. And then he'll get a copy of Delicious Memory here. So, there we go. And he has 2 spell cards in the graveyard that he will absorb later on. So use the effect of Purely into the Plump. And then use the effect of the Plump. Getting the 2 spell cards, and then use the effect of Happy Memory to absorb or have it absorbed by the Plump. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5 materials into the Plump. So that's him available into summoning the Noir to the field. He's gonna go for a copy of Purely Lily here. Now he's trying to get the field spell here, so that's why I'm trying to stop it. So that's really good. Now I forgot what this face down card is. I was really thinking it was like a leap here. But yeah, we'll test we'll test that one out. So during our turn, we'll test the back row if it is really a leap. So we chain Maxi here. So he did not respond to it, so might as well gonna assume it is Emperor. So use Foolish Burial, sending the Emperor to the graveyard, and go for Jumper from the Hundreds. Use the effect of Trance. So at this point on, we're still going with more plays since we had a ton of cards accessible for us from the Max C. So with that, we're good. We're checking the extra deck, banish 1 copy of Noir. That leaves him with 1 Noir on the field. Use the effect of Expedition, getting a copy of the Afterglow. So with that, also we have a copy of Photon Dragon on its material. So we are unaffected by opponent's monster effects. So that's good. So there we go. Try to attack the defense position monster. He'll use the effect of Noir. Since he cannot, or my C62 is unaffected, he's just basically going to use the effect of Noir just to spin back my 3 cards from the field. So that way. So the best thing about the C62, its attack won't change. So it's still 11,200 attack. So that's really insane. So we just set our Cold-Blooded Grave here in case he'll summon a Purely monster. We're expecting it to happen anyways. So there we go. He's gonna excavate 1, go for Sleepy Memory, and then go for Sleepy Memory. Discard 1, spell summon the Purely Lily. Luckily, he has a Purely Lily in the graveyard. We'll banish that, and that is basically the game. There we go. So that is our deck against Pureleys. Alright guys, so game number 3, and we're going second still. So we keep on losing the coin toss. Nevertheless, we got Wizard, 1 Emperor, 1 Trance, 100, and an Impermanence. So really good hand, by the way. Sadly, we didn't have a Maxi or an Ash Blossom. But it's still fine. Our opponent skipped his turn anyway, so it's kind of like the Cyber Dragons. He's allowing us to win. So we got the copy of Galaxy Eyes Afterglow here, so that's really good. So go for hundreds, sending Jumper to the graveyard. Since we already got the copy of Trance, we go for Expedition. He'll chain with a copy of, what you call this? Jewel and Lock. Nevertheless, it's perfectly fine because the benefit about Galaxy Eyes, you can spell summon monsters to the field. So spell summon our Jumper. And we go into the Starliege monster, was it? Starliege? Yeah, Starliege, Photon Blast, spell summon one monster from our hand, Emperor to the field, use the effect of Expedition, spell summoning the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, and then we go for banishing one monster from the extra deck. So spell summon our Afterglow since we have a Galaxy Eyes monster in the field, and we go for our number C62 monster. So that way, our monster is unaffected by card effects, so we are good. Normal summon our wizard. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I can just detach it. I forgot that we can detach it during the battle phase. So detach the Afterglow. Afterglow uses its effect. Special summon our Galaxy Dragon, and then we go for an OTK. So that's good. Easy enough to do. I don't know why I summoned the wizard. We can just do that. Alright guys, so game number 4, and we got one Vanisher, one Orbital, one Jumper, one Galaxy Soldier, and 100. So that's good. Sadly, we don't have any Ash Blossom or any interruption for that matter. Let's just fast forward this. This is basically Insect, Bee Troopers, and Crawlers. So just summon a ton of monsters to the field. Pick off Elena. There we go. Attach one. Recycle 3 cards. Draw 1. Go for Papillon. Go for Resonance, get a copy of Dozer. Dozer in the field. Sending Gokipo. Gokipo will search out a copy of the other Bee Trooper monster. And go for Armor Horn. And with that, that's basically his board right there. With, of course, on my turn, chaining with a Max C and special summoning the Assault Roller in the field. Go for hundreds, sending the Emperor to the graveyard, and then Jumper sent to the graveyard by the help of the Galaxy Soldier. He did negate it with a fly though, so at least we'd have one counter trap removed from the field. So that's good. So we go for Trance here, go for Trance, getting our copy of Emperor, and this is basically our game winning combo here. So he did use the effect of Maxi, doesn't really matter because we are just summoning 3 times only. So yeah, what are the odds on a 60 card deck that he's using? So there we go, or 55 was it? So Neo Galaxy, after it goes, spell summon the Photon Dragon and then doubles the attack. That way we can just dish out a ton of damage. So there we go, really good, really good. Alright guys, so last game, we're going first. Finally, we won the coin toss. We got 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Jumper, 2 Galaxy Soldier, and 1 Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. Actually, we lost this one, but this is against Branded Despia, so I can't complain. It is a really strong meta deck. So Galaxy Soldier, sending Jumper to the graveyard. We got Bishels. Who would have thought that this guy already had 2 Bishel monsters on hand? So he went forward with the Magnemut here. And then later on, he has another Bishel, by the way. So yeah, 100 to the field, sending Emperor. He got the Drew Swarm. So that's my level 8 Banish, so we can't do anything about it. And the best part about this is we still have a normal summon, so that's one positive thing about it. Now, there are some builds where I'm using the Cyber Dragon engine to the infinity because of the 2 Galaxy Soldiers, but I think that's still another version that I don't want to use. Might as well gonna go for a ton of rank 8s, by the way. But yeah, that's basically it. I forgot this is tier elements with branded. I really thought it was like pure branded Despia. But there we go, Galaxy Eyes on the field. And with the Soldier going for what you call that? Yeah, that one, the Soul Flare Dragon. And that's basically it. Now there's only one card that can defeat this with a ton of dragons, and that's basically it. The Fallen Valbaz. And I forgot that Magnemut can search the Fallen Valbaz from that effect. So very sad. Very, very sad. So that, normal summon the Albaz, go for Alba Lenitus, tribute all the dragons, and that's it. That's all my dragons gone. And we actually lost this game because of it. Very, very bad. But yeah, I can't complain. Yeah, I can't complain. Just gonna fast forward this. Spell summon with monster. There we go. Cypher Dragon. Go for full armor. Pop one card. Go for Wizard, get a copy of Expedition. Go for Cypher Blade. Pop another card. So, wow, shockingly he has Super Poly on to top it all off. Oh my gosh. But yeah, nevertheless, I think he got a copy here of Albaz on his hand. Or was it Albaz? Yeah, he got a copy of Albaz. And then managed to go for Albion. And then summoning Mary J to the field. So, yeah. We can't complain on what happened. That Fallen of Albaz actually did us good. So that is the game, guys, and let's go back to the outro. Alright guys, so those were the replays and that is the deck profile for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this kind of content. Like and subscribe for more contents like this. We'll be talking about on the next video the decks that you can use for the event on both XZ Fusion and the Monster type event. So we'll get into that later on. And yeah, that's it for today. Keep safe, good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.